is up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Podcast Coaching for Kingdom Entrepreneurs. I am Kristin Chadwick, where I help you as your podcast coach amplify your voice and make a kingdom impact. So you might notice that this is a brand new episode on a Thursday. What is happening? Well, friends, we have a brand new segment on Thursdays. It's going to be coming out every week. Y'all, do you hear that ding? I forgot to turn off my noises. And I'm a podcast coach and sometimes I make mistakes. All right, so here we go. We are on Do Not Disturb. So I'm going to keep going. So every Thursday we have a Q&A, and it's going to be questions that I get asked often and probably most podcasters are asking. So I'm going to do it under 5 minutes or less and give you the quick answer. So our first question is going to be, which category should I put my podcast in? Now, choosing the right category for your podcast is going to be super important. It's one of the first steps that you want to make sure your show gets in front of the right audience. So you wouldn't put down that you are a crime show if you're talking about religion and spirituality, or you wouldn't be putting down in your categories you are a fitness podcast if you talk about science and I don't know, something totally opposite of what you would think. So number one, you've got to identify what is that core topic that you mainly talk about on your audience in your podcast. And you're going to make sure, because we talk about this a lot on my podcast, is that you want to have a narrow focus at the beginning more than anything, because you want to be known for that one thing. So what's your podcast really about? Is it faith? Is it business? Is it personal development? Is it Christianity? Your core topic should align with your mission, your strategy, your message, and also think about your ideal listener. What are they searching for? Tip number 2, you're going to look at all the options. So inside of your hosting platform, you're going to see broad categories with subcategories underneath, and you're going to browse through there. Some podcast platforms, you can choose multiple. Start with the top at first, and then continue down from there. Number 3, you're going to think about SEO and discoverability. The reason being is coming back to thinking about your ideal listener. If your ideal listener is looking for a very specific show on Christian meditation, then you need to make sure that you are clicking that religion and spirituality, which is your broad topic. And then you're going to click Christian, and then maybe possibly underneath that is meditation. Now, there are some podcasts that I know that are more like alternative or functional medicine, women's health and menopause. So you can do health and fitness, and then you can go even further into alternative health, and then you can go into women. So there's that. Also, if you have something that's pretty broad, so business, make sure that you refine down to exactly what kind of business that you can put that into. That'll help your show be more discoverable. All right, tip number 4, don't stress too much. All of that to say, I want you to not overthink it. You don't need to go in and change anything. If you feel pretty confident in what your main focus is on your podcast, awesome. It's okay. You can always make adjustments as you go along, as you get more and more clear on your messaging, and that is okay. I just want you to make sure that you are putting yourself in the right category, especially that very first category that it's going to put you in. I don't want you to put something in there that's way off base. So double check your categories, make sure that you're in the right spot. And I think that's about it. Identify your core topic, explore available options, think about discoverability, and being willing to adjust if needed. All right. So thanks for tuning in today. If you have any more questions, you guys, you can email me. You can find me on Instagram at Kristin Fields Chadwick. You can find me on Facebook at Kristin Fields Chadwick, or Podcast Coaching for Kingdom Entrepreneurs in our free Facebook group. Or you can leave me a message on Podcast Coaching for Kingdom Entrepreneurs.com and leave a voice message. I'd love to answer your questions on these Thursdays Q&A for Christian podcasters. Until next time, keep stepping into your calling and keep sharing your story. Your voice matters.